Alright, so in this problem, I have x to the power of 4 minus 25 is equal to 0. So I'm going to find the value of x here. So for my solution, first start with x to the power of 4 minus 25 is equal to 0. Now I'm going to rewrite x to the power of 4 as x to the power of 2 times 2, and I'm going to rewrite 25 as 5 squared. If I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n. So in this case, x to the power of 2 times 2, I can rewrite as x to the power of 2 to the power of 2. Now I have this minus 5 to the power of 2 is equal to 0. Now, if I have something in form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a is x squared and b is 5. So I have x squared plus 5 times x squared minus 5 is equal to 0. So now this gives me two equations. I have x squared plus 5 is equal to 0, and I have x squared minus 5 is equal to 0. So for x squared plus 5 equals 0, I'm going to subtract 5 on both sides. So then these two cancel out, and I have x squared is equal to negative 5. Now, if I take the square root on both sides, I get the square root of x squared is equal to the square root of negative 5. Now the square root of x squared is simply x, so I have x is equal to the square root of 5 times the square root of negative 1. And if you guys already know, the square root of negative 1 is simply equal to I. So I have x is equal to the square root of 5i. And this is going to be plus or minus because the square root is going to be positive or negative. So this is going to be x is equal to square root of 5i, and x is equal to negative square root of 5i. So these are my two solutions. Now, we have another equation here, x squared minus 5 equals 0. And to solve this, I'm going to add 5 on both sides. So then these two cancel out, and I have x squared is equal to positive 5. Now to solve this, I'm going to take the square root on both sides. Square root of x squared is x, and I have this positive or negative square root of 5. So my four solutions to this problem are x is equal to the square root of 5, x is equal to negative square root of 5, x is equal to the square root of 5i, and x is equal to negative square root of 5i. Alright, so in this problem, I have 3 to the power of x plus 3 to the power of x plus 3 to the power of x is equal to 333. So to solve this, I'm going to first start by factoring out 3 to the power of x. So 3 to the power of x times 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 333. Now 1 plus 1 plus 1, that's simply equal to 3. So now I have 3 to the power of x times 3 is equal to 333. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by 3. So then these two cancel out, and now I have 3 to the power of x is equal to 333 divided by 3, which is 111. Now if I take the log on both sides, I have log 3 to the power of x is equal to log 111. If I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front. So this is going to equal b times log a. So in this case, log 3 to the power of x, move x to the front. So then I have x times log 3 is equal to log 111. Now if I divide both sides by log 3, these two cancel out, and I have x is equal to log 111 over log 3. Now, log 111, this is equal to 2.0453, and log 3, this is equal to 0.4771. So I have x is equal to 2.0453 over 0.4771. So now this is equal to 4.2869. So this is my answer. Now to check, I have 3 to the power of x is equal to, 3 to the power of x plus 3 to the power of x plus 3 to the power of x is equal to 333. X is equal to 4.2869, so I have 3 to the power of 4.2869 plus 3 to the power of 4.2869 plus 3 to the power of 4.2869 is equal to 333. 3 to the power of 4.2869 is, if you add up all these, you get 333.0369, which is approximately equal to 333. So this is right. All right, so in this problem, I have 11 to the power of 9x plus 11 is equal to 9 to the power of 11. So I want to find the value of x here. So for my solution, first start with 11 to the power of 9x plus 11 is equal to 9 to the power of 11. Now if I take the log on both sides, I have log 11 to the power of 9x plus 11 is equal to log 9 to the power of 11. If I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front. So this is equal to b times log a. So I can move 9x plus 11 to the front, and I can move 11 to the front. So now I have 9x plus 11 times log 11 is equal to 11 times log 9. Now if I divide both sides by log 11, these two cancel out, and I have 9x plus 11 is equal to 11 times log 9 over log 11. And now log 9, this is equal to 0.9542, and log 11, this is equal to 1.0414. So now if I plug these values in for log 9 and log 11, I have 9x plus 11 is equal to 11 times 0.9542 over 1.0414. Now 0.9542 over 1.0414, that's going to equal 11 times 0.9163, which is equal to 9x plus 11 is equal to 10.0789. So I have this minus 11. So now I have 9x is equal to negative 0.9211, meaning x is equal to negative 0.1023.
Guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this problem without a calculator. So we have 5 to the power of 101 minus 5 to the power of 100. Now, if we have something in the form a to the power of m times a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m plus n, right? And the same thing can be written vice versa. If we have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this can be written as a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So let's say we have 4 to the power of 3, right? And this means this can be written as 4 squared times 4 to the power of 1. Because when you multiply these two, the exponents add up, and 2 plus 1 adds up to 3. So now what I'm going to do to 5 to the power of 101 is I'm going to rewrite it as 5 to the power of 100 times 5. And 5 is the same thing as 5 to the power of 1. And 100 plus 1 is 101. So now we are going to subtract this with 5 to the power of 100. And now that both of these terms have 5 to the power of 100 in them, I'm going to factor out 5 to the power of 100. So now we have 5 to the power of 100 times, now 5 to the power of 100 times 5 divided by 5 to the power of 100 is simply just 5, minus 5 to the power of 100 divided by 5 to the power of 100 is 1. So we have 5 to the power of 100 times 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is simply 4. So now we have 4 times 5 to the power of 100. And this is going to be our answer.